What in the world's happening with King County real estate? Oh, let's check it out. You're looking at supply and demand last 2 years in King County. Green is the supply, new listings. Blue is the demand, number of homes that went under contract. And every month for the last 2 years. So let's compare January to January to January and see what you see. So here you've got January 2024, 2,200 homes came to market. January of last year, 28, almost 2,900 homes came to market. And then this year, what? 30, almost 3,200 homes. So steadily increasing available inventory. This is what we've been seeing, what we saw last year. If I go further out and you see this trend is for more inventory. That is a function, in my view, of the collapse in 2024 of people selling. So interest rates tripled. People stopped selling because who's moving from one house to another where you just get the opportunity to pay twice as much per month? Nobody, unless they have to. So interest rates have stabilized around six-ish in that neighborhood, which it looks like they're going to be at for a while. No big reason to think they're not going to be in this neighborhood for a while, despite the posturing. And people eventually need to sell. This is slowly unwinding. So this is our third year since interest rates jumped, and people need to move. People need to sell. They're used to the prices. It's the increase in inventory last year suppressed price growth, which was the entire point of raising interest rates, was to slow price growth. That's done its job. Now you get more inventory, and buyers not keeping up. Buyers have increased slightly year over year, but not the degree the inventory has. So what does this mean? It means if you're buying, you should have plenty to choose from and not a ton of competition. That's what increased inventory and it's what increased supply and slow demand mean. Plenty to choose from. And in any market where there's more inventory than demand, prices are going to be suppressed or go down. So you've got to be careful when you're pricing your home. We're putting homes under contract all the time because we price them right. But if you price them right, you can find a buyer. You're not in a buyer's market yet. You're probably in a balanced market, the lower end of a balanced market, meaning price it right, you'll get it sold. Price it wrong, and you're going to get punished. That's the coaching I have for listings. You've got to look to see what the market will bear. Now, every situation is different. Every house is different, block, neighborhood. So you can get a trend off of this information, which is it's going to become harder and harder to sell as the spring approaches. Whatever madness you have in your mind about it's better to sell in the spring, madness. Stop that. Get it to market before May. By all means, get it to market in February or March. Do not wait for May or June to get this to market. You're going to wind up in one of these huge gap situations where you're going to have a ton of competition. Don't wait. And if you do wait, you might want to wait till the end of the summer when the competition goes down and the buyers stay the same. And if you're buying, hey, you got a good looking spring ahead of you. You should be able to find what you're looking for this spring. Should be plenty to choose from between now and June. All right. If you got questions about your situation or anything you need, let me know. Aaron Hendon with Christine & Company at EXP. Party on, Wayne.